Welcome to Constant TV, where legitimacy and consistency rule.
The Dinka Tribe, also known as Jiang, is one of the largest ethnic groups in South Sudan, with a rich history, unique culture, and social structure that has persisted for centuries. This comprehensive article will explore the Dinka's origins, culture, language, social organization, religious beliefs, and contemporary challenges. Origins and historical background. The Dinka people are part of the broader Nilotic group, which includes several other ethnic groups such as the Nuer, Shilluk, and Luo. The term Nilotic refers to the people who live along the Nile River, particularly in the regions surrounding South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, and northern Tanzania. The exact origin of the Dinka people is somewhat disputed among historians, but their presence in the region of South Sudan dates back centuries, possibly even millennia. The Dinka primarily inhabit the region of Bahr el Ghazal, Jonglei, and Upper Nile, where they have traditionally relied on cattle herding and agriculture as the backbone of their economy. Dinka oral tradition suggests that the tribe migrated from the Nile River basin to the southern regions due to both environmental and social pressures. Over time, they developed a strong pastoralist culture that remains a cornerstone of their society today. Language. The Dinka people speak Dinka, or Thuje, which belongs to the broader Nilotic language family. The Dinka language is subdivided into several dialects corresponding to the different Dinka subgroups, including Rek, Ngok, Agar, Twik, and Bor, among others. Despite the variations in dialect, the core language remains mutually intelligible across Dinka communities. The Dinka language is a tonal language, meaning the pitch or tone of a word can change its meaning entirely. This tonal quality adds complexity to communication and gives the language a unique rhythm. Historically, the Dinka language was an oral tradition, and it was not until the arrival of Christian missionaries in the 19th century that efforts were made to codify it in writing. Missionaries developed a Latin-based alphabet to transcribe the language, and many of the earliest written works in Dinka were religious texts. Social organization. Dinka society is deeply rooted in clan structures and kinship ties. It is a patriarchal society where the head of the household, usually the eldest male, holds significant influence over family decisions. The Dinka are organized into several clans and sub-clans, with each clan having its own distinct customs, rituals, and traditions. Age sets and generational groups. One of the defining features of Dinka social organization is the age set system, where individuals are grouped together based on their age and life stage. These age sets form tight-knit units that progress through different phases of life together, from initiation into adulthood to assuming leadership roles within the community. Age sets also have ceremonial significance, as they participate in various rites of passage, including initiation and marriage ceremonies. Role of cattle. Cattle hold immense social, cultural, and economic significance in Dinka society. Cows are considered a symbol of wealth and status, and they play a central role in social relationships, such as marriage, where the groom's family provides a bride price in the form of cattle to the bride's family. Beyond their economic value, cattle are also associated with religious beliefs and spiritual practices. Many Dinka ceremonies involve offerings to the gods or ancestors that include the sacrifice of cows, and particular types of cattle are highly valued for their color and horns. Cattle are also deeply integrated into daily life, providing milk and sustenance to the community. Cattle raiding between Dinka clans, or between the Dinka and neighboring ethnic groups, is a historically common occurrence, often leading to violent conflict. In many cases, raiding was seen as a way to assert dominance or acquire wealth, but in the modern context, it has contributed to broader ethnic tensions and violence. Leadership. Dinka society does not have a centralized authority. Instead, leadership tends to be decentralized, with authority residing in clan leaders or chiefs, known as beni. These chiefs act as mediators and arbiters in disputes and are often chosen based on their wisdom, experience, and respect within the community. They play a crucial role in maintaining order, resolving conflicts, and overseeing cultural and religious ceremonies. Religion and beliefs. Traditional Dinka religious beliefs are centered around a supreme deity known as Nilotic, who is regarded as the creator of the universe and the source of all life. Cultural practices and traditions. Initiation rites. One of the most important cultural practices in Dinka society is the initiation rite, which marks the transition from childhood to adulthood. Young men and women undergo separate initiation ceremonies, which often include physical challenges, scarification, and other tests of endurance. For boys, initiation is a communal event, and it involves group rituals such as cattle herding and the performance of dances. Scarification is a key part of the ceremony, where horizontal scars are made on the foreheads of young men. These marks are a sign of bravery and a symbol of the individual's transition to adulthood. Girls' initiation rites are generally more private and revolve around teachings related to motherhood and domestic responsibilities. Once initiated, both boys and girls are considered adults and can take on adult responsibilities within the community. Music and dance. Music and dance are integral to Dinka culture, serving both ceremonial and recreational purposes. The Dinka have a rich oral tradition, with songs that tell stories of historical events, praise heroes, and convey moral lessons. Songs are often performed during communal gatherings, including weddings, funerals, and religious ceremonies. Drumming and chanting are common elements of Dinka music, and different types of dances are performed based on the occasion. For instance, there are war dances, marriage dances, and dances related to cattle herding. Dance is seen as a form of expression that reflects the values, struggles, and joys of the community. Art and aesthetics. The Dinka people are also known for their distinctive body art, including the scarification that is part of initiation rites and decorative body painting. Traditional body paint, made from natural pigments such as clay and ash, is used during ceremonies and special occasions. These body decorations are not only aesthetically pleasing but also carry symbolic meanings related to status, age, and social identity. Dinka artisans are skilled in crafting various items from local materials, including pottery, jewelry, and tools. They are also known for their impressive ironwork, which is used to make weapons and agricultural implements. Modern challenges. The Dinka people, like many other ethnic groups in South Sudan, have faced significant challenges in recent history due to conflict, displacement, and economic hardship. South Sudanese civil wars. The Dinka played a central role in the two Sudanese civil wars, 1955 to 1972 and 1983 to 2005, which were fought over issues of governance, religion, and resource distribution between the predominantly Arab Muslim North and the largely Christian and animist South. Many Dinka fighters joined the Sudan People's Liberation Army, SPLA, which was led by the prominent Dinka leader Dr. John Garang. The Dinka suffered heavy casualties during the wars, and many communities were displaced. The Second Sudanese Civil War eventually led to the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement in 2005, paving the way for South Sudan's independence in 2011. However, peace was short-lived, as internal divisions, particularly between the Dinka and the Nuer, another prominent ethnic group, led to the outbreak of civil war in South Sudan in 2013. The conflict resulted in widespread violence, displacement, and loss of life. Ethnic tensions. The rivalry between the Dinka and Nuer has been a significant source of instability in South Sudan. This tension is often rooted in competition over resources, historical grievances, and political power struggles. The Dinka, being the largest ethnic group, have been accused by other groups of monopolizing political power, particularly under the leadership of President Salva Kiir, a Dinka himself. These ethnic tensions have exacerbated the already fragile situation in South Sudan, displacement and refugees. The ongoing conflict and economic instability have led to massive displacement among the Dinka and other ethnic groups. Many Dinka communities have been forced to flee their homes, becoming internally displaced persons, IDPs, or refugees in neighboring countries such as Uganda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. Life in refugee camps is difficult, with limited access to basic services such as healthcare, education, and clean water. The disruption of traditional lifestyles, including cattle herding and farming, has also had long-term impacts on the cultural and social fabric of Dinka society. Efforts at peacebuilding. Despite the challenges, there have been ongoing efforts to promote peace and reconciliation in South Sudan. Local and international organizations have worked to mediate between rival ethnic groups, encourage dialogue, and support community-led initiatives aimed at rebuilding trust. Traditional leaders, including Dinka chiefs, have also played a crucial role in these peacebuilding efforts by drawing on indigenous conflict resolution mechanisms. Conclusion. The Dinka tribe's long history, rich cultural heritage, and social organization have helped them survive and adapt to the challenges of modern times. While they face ongoing political, economic, and social challenges in South Sudan, their traditions, values, and resilience continue to be a source of strength. As one of the largest and most influential ethnic groups in South Sudan, the future of the Dinka is closely tied to the broader future of the nation itself. Their continued role in shaping the identity and direction of South Sudan cannot be underestimated, as they navigate the complexities of preserving their cultural heritage while engaging with the modern world.